Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To the air, it's Uiagalelei. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. And he's running in the open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, no! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. They give it to him again. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss point.
Nice move there. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that plane, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Now this offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's yr1. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And more yards after caught. Just keeps moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That is so impressive. Not only was it a great catch, but also he made sure he had 1 foot in bounds to get the touchdown. Beautiful job.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going over the top. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking for a man. It's yr1. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. The 40. At the 30. Inside the 10. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 25 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Morlock. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3. Oh, they block it! First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're in this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plows through the defense. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. down the middle. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. He wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there soon.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Oh, look out! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the field.
And he's in for the touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
On the move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, no! They take the lead with the 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Touch pass on the run. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. With jet sweep pass. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Offense getting set for first down. The give is to Williams. Discards a man. Flicks away another tackler. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Right back to the well. Breaks the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! Try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Seminoles are marching down the field. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He's got it again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. He got one blocked earlier in the game, but this time he can win the game.
Encroachment. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He did have one blocked earlier in the game, but this time for the win. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Hold on just a second. Flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.